Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is a recent trip we did to Waihau Bay, East Cape, chasing the southern bluefin tuna. One of the things you first notice is it's a long way from everywhere, and issues you'll find is accommodation, so make sure you get that all sussed. There's a big shortage of accommodation there, especially when the tuna fever hits everybody and the tuna are on. Second issue is fuel. Sometimes there'll be 200-300 boats. In the busy season, make sure you've got plenty of fuel as a backup. And the third is parking. As you can imagine, it's only a small township, and the parking is difficult and sometimes insanely hard to find a park. So you can avoid this issue by either leaving really early or leaving a bit later. So not a lot here. The locals weren't particularly happy with the massive influx of boats and people. Be courteous. Don't park on people's driveways, and talk to people. They'll let you know if what the right thing to do is, and also check out the pub. Good food, beer after a long day. Not a bad place. We headed out early that morning, and as usual, the car park was chaos, but we managed to get out without too many dramas. Ran lures for a while, hoping the change of light was going to be good, but that morning we only sort of hooked up on bonito or skipjack, and even though they were huge, they were good size, it wasn't our target species, so a lot of these ones went back, and we put the lures back in and carried on. Oh man, it was such a wet, miserable day, and we've been trolling around for ages and no luck. And then, as luck would have it, the outrigger went off, and Pete was onto something heavy, but unfortunately, dropped it. Yeah, gutted. Handy hint: when you're coming into the boat ramp, leave your light bars off and dip your headlights down, because it makes it really hard for the guys backing the trailer in to see anything. It blinds them, and it makes it really hard for the guys in the boat to see the trailers that are coming in. So after towing lures around all over the place from 700 meters right out to 1400 meters, we didn't have any luck. So we sent out the call for help, and the information and the feedback we got was incredible. Lots of good intel, and one of them that worked for us was to put our lures on the end of some daisy chains and run them really far back, a lot further back than we usually run them for marlin and other game. So yeah, we tried it, and funny enough, we got a hit.
We could be here for a while, so
It wasn't till much later when I was talking to a mate who worked on one of the charter boats out there. He said it's really the luck of the draw. Sometimes you can run them short, sometimes you can run your lures miles back. Just the luck of the draw. And I think, to be honest, if your lures are in the water, you've got a good as chance as anyone else out there. But something interesting was, for us, we towed around for 2.5 days, and there was no sign at all on the sounder. And funny enough, the only time we saw a little blip that looked like a fish, the skipper said, "Hey, looks like a fish," and then next minute the shotgun went off with our lure on the daisy chain, and this is the footage of it coming in now. One of the first things you should do is humanely, if you can, put the fish to rest, and then you need to bleed it as soon as possible. This will help with the chilling down process. I'm always torn when I see these amazing fish come up, and it's always sad to take one, but seeing the way these guys looked after and respected their kill was amazing, and it was so good to see. Yeah, so the idea is when the fish comes on board, they've been fighting for their lives, and they're just so hot on the inside that they start cooking themselves, and so you really got to get rid of the gills and guts, and then you got to pack them full of ice. And if you do this, then the quality of the fish for eating is unbelievable, and it's something that we don't do a lot of, because a lot of the people take them back whole to get them weighed, and if they don't pack them on ice, the eating quality is definitely a lot poorer. One of the things you'll notice, if the fish is packed down and chilled down with ice, it makes the filleting so much easier because it's all very firm and clean. There's no blood residue in the flesh. All this is just part of respecting the kill, and sort of comes back to you because the eating quality is absolutely amazing. If you Google this, how much these fish are actually worth, I think some of them are selling for in the millions.
Fresh as it gets, as good as it gets.